All right, folks, don't say we didn't warn you. Don't say it. Do not. Don't say you should have warned me about the content and the things that you may say. Don't say it, because we just warn you. We're going to warn you. We decided the other day, instead of telling you, move little Billy and little Susie away from the TV because we're about to play Francis O'Rourke Uncut, we're just going to throw the warning up, let you know. Don't say we didn't warn you. In fact, I'm your host. It's 8:01 a.m. on the East Coast here in Ellijay, Georgia. And Josh show everybody how to get in touch with the show. There you go, right there. Now I have with me plenty of Sharpies. Okay, I've got 4. I keep a whole bag of. I don't know why, but I have all these Sharpies, as you can see. You think Trump's the guy going around the halls drawing a mustache on Nancy Pelosi's portrait? All right. Is he the guy drawing the mustache on your picture and then signing it Donald and mailing it back to you? That's him. We found him. He's out drawing mustaches when he's not busy altering a hurricane map. While they're going to arrest him today, march right in. Mr. President, you violated. Boom, 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 boom. You please come with us. All right, so the media has nothing else to do. All right, first of all, Josh, now show them the picture of the congressman with Congressman Collins. Let's start out right there. Yeah, that's what I just saying. All right, there you go. Now, this is Congressman Doug Collins explaining to President Trump and Mike Pence that the president, and you see how attentive the president is. He's paying close attention. So what Congressman Doug Collins is saying right here is he's saying, Mr. President, you need to give an interview to BKP. And you look at the president. I mean, he's taken by, hey, Mr. President, this guy knows what's going on. He's in my district. He has a really good show, and you need, that's not what, look at that, Josh. Do you see that? And Trump's listening, right?
Yeah, that's clearly what he's.
That's clearly what he's saying. No, that's not what happened. But there is Congress. I just thought I would get that picture. It was sent to me yesterday. Congressman Doug Collins talking with the president. That's our Congress. Now, I predict he will be senator. That's my prediction. Brian Kemp, our governor, he has to get the Hurricane Doreen out of the way. Listen, it is turned into a Cat 3, and it is barrowing down, to steal the words. I've been practicing. I've been watching all those great meteorologists on CNN and MSNBC. The devastation about to hit shore, barrowing down on the coast, on the Outer Banks. So anyhow, yes, it's very serious, but the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, has to get this behind him, make sure that he tours all the storm damage, and they don't make fun of him that he has Sharpies or played a round of golf during this. And then he will be appointing, remember, Johnny Isakson will be leaving at the end of the year as the U.S. Senate, Georgia U.S. Senator, and Brian Kemp will be appointing a new senator. That will have to run in 2020, and I do think that is the guy right there. He has his back turned to us, but I think we will be calling him Senator Doug Collins soon, I think, okay? So we will see right there, and then we will have an election in the 9th District. You know, I'm going to touch on this a little later next week. I'm going to do some more reading, but I just want to throw something out on a state level. We're going to get to all the national things that are happening out there, the very serious things like the president taking one of these Sharpies and altering a government document. That's the important things we'll get to. But in the state of Georgia, I want you to pay attention to this. Governor Brian Kemp first came out and said all of these departments and areas in the state budget had to cut their budget by X percent because Governor Brian Kemp went around and he said a candidate, Brian Kemp, went around the state and he answered people much like myself that said, hey, the budget is growing $1 billion a year. I mean, when are we going to stop this and say we're funded and maybe cut the budget? Well, you know, this year, legislative session, the governor said to all of the departments, hey, start looking at cutting your budget, which then the departments responded. I think, I'm going to say in all due respect, I think it's a little bit of a setup. I think it's a little bit. And then all the departments, or a lot of them, came out and said, we're not fully funded yet. Why, my God, we need more funding here and there. So then the Speaker of the House, David Ralston, launched the budget committee, a unusual summertime budget committee meetings in Atlanta to start figuring out if we're going to cut funding, where's funding going to come from? And then my prediction is they're going to spring on you gambling. Right. And then they will say, well, crisis averted while we can cut, but then fund where we need from the new revenue stream. Oh, governments love a new revenue. And I'm going to predict it's gambling, okay? So everybody rest there. You know, we pass gambling all across this country, especially in Georgia here. Zell Miller to fund your kids going to college and the Hope Scholarship with the lottery. Well, at a time when we need to look at tightening our belts, and we just got to have new revenue stream, we'll go with gambling. All right, enough of that. It's just out there. So why am I listening to a gay mayor from South Bend, Indiana? I mean, I'm scratching my head like, why do I even do this? I mean, this morning on MSNBC, I'm really starting to think, like, why do I even watch? But I have to, because the evil over there. Now, here is a couple pictures. I want to show you this. We'll get into it a little later, a little deeper. Okay. Let's go to number one. Some of the things we'll be talking about. The NRA, San Francisco. You know, here's a little billboard there I found online. San Francisco has named the NRA a terrorist organization. So if you're a member of the NRA, you are a terrorist, and if you are a terrorist, then you cannot legally own a firearm. We're going to talk a little more on why Joe is running, number 6. Number 6, we'll talk a little more about that. Maybe Joe knows where the bodies are buried. Okay. We're going to talk about this one. We're going to talk about now Mike Pence. Okay. Mike Pence, was he encouraged, let's go to number 51, by the president to stay at the president's resort in Ireland? So every morning MSNBC brings in Danny Savalas in. Pence's trip to Ireland reignites debate about whether Trump is profiting from the presidency. Do you ever see the stories where Trump gives his salary away in this country? Every morning we're going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about what else can we talk about here. Now, the gay mayor from South Bend, Indiana, was on MSNBC this morning, and there's number 16. Mayor Buttigieg discussed his Christian faith, okay? And now let me just say this. There is Minka Brzezinski. Look at the look she's giving him. It's almost like I could change your mind. I can make you think a whole different way. What did you think I meant? I meant like she did Joe. I mean, there was an old day when Joe was would have been on our side. But she changed Joe's mind. I can tell you one day how she changed Joe's mind. But she's looking at Mayor Pete saying, I could change. I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. But Joe Scarborough is down there asking, we're going to talk about it, Mayor Buttigieg. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? I'm not joking. I'm not joking. The gay mayor from South Bend, Indiana, Peter Pan Buttigieg. I don't know if his wife Tinkerbell's in the green room, if she travels with him or not, or he, whoever it is. But MSNBC gave this guy a good 20 minutes to try to explain why he is the candidate that black voters should pull the lever for, and why he is the candidate in your evangelical churches. You should overlook the fact he's gay because he does believe in Jesus Christ. But it can mean a lot of different things to different people. Oh my God. And believe it or not, there's people in the church that are going to fall for that. Yes, I mean, I'm just saying, Peter Pan Buttigieg. All right. Have you heard of the Douglas Plan? Give me number 14. We're going to talk about that. A comprehensive investment in the empowerment of black America. Well, that just sounds good. That's what Mayor Pete's putting out there. An investment in black America. Have we not seen that investment play out in black America over the years, Pete? Yeah, we're going to talk about that a little later this morning. Let's see what this one is. Yep, let's go to number 23 just to have a little bit here. Okay. Texas Republicans make case for God and guns after mass shooting. Here's the whole group. They're solving that. Now, before I go to my break, we're going to play a video, all right? But I want to ask you a question. Number 13. How many of you took 7 hours of your life? Is that what it is? 7 hours from 5 p.m. to midnight? Wait a minute. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 7 hours, I guess. How many of you took 7 hours out of your life to get involved and hear what the candidates had to say about climate change on CNN? This sucked so bad that not even CNN, and I will show you, said unless I missed it, and I was there from 4 a.m. to 5, this was so terrible. The ratings were so bad on this. They were like negative interest rates on this right here, okay? CNN probably had to pay people to watch this. That CNN didn't even mention it. Didn't even mention it in their opening hour, their own climate crisis. It's a crisis town hall. This thing was so boring. Had no interest whatsoever. MSNBC went through an hour, never mentioned it. Now, if this would have had some breaking news in there concerning one of these candidates, MSNBC would have played it, but they didn't. That's how bad it is. But let's go with one little clip from Bernie. We could not. We have a 2-hour show. If we went from left to right, now Joe Biden's eye burst of blood vessel, it started filling up with blood. He was so hot. Warren, Sanders, Harris, Peter Pan, Klobuchar, out of the closet, Booker would get another %. I do not know why Cory. Now this is my opinion. I don't know why Senator Booker of New Jersey wouldn't come out of the closet, because I would not leave the gay vote 100% under Buttigieg. Oh, Francis. I wondered if Francis said this climate crisis is really effed up. That could have got some ratings. Yang, turn in your plastic bottles. I'll give you a little more money. I think that's his policy. And Castro, climate change is really melting the makeup of the transgender male. This was so crazy. We could not spend 2 hours. There's not enough time to get all the crazy in one box. But let's just go with the Bernie Sanders video real quick here, Josh.
Human population growth has more than doubled in the past 50 years. The planet cannot sustain this growth. I realize this is a poisonous topic for politicians, but it's crucial to face. Empowering women and educating everyone on the need to curb population growth seems a reasonable campaign to enact. Would you be courageous enough to discuss this issue and make it a key feature of a plan to address climate catastrophe?
Well, Martha, the answer is yes. And the answer has everything to do with the fact that women in the United States of America, by the way, have a right to control their own bodies and make reproductive decisions. And the Mexico City Agreement, which denies American aid to those organizations around the world that allow women to have abortions or even get involved in birth control, to me is totally absurd. So I think, especially in poor countries around the world, where women do not necessarily want to have large numbers of babies, and where they can have the opportunity through birth control to control the number of kids they have, something I very, very strongly support.
I want to introduce, our next guest, Grennan Milliken. He's a graduate student at Columbia University studying climate and society. Grennan?
Grennan?
Good evening. In order to successfully mitigate the impacts of climate
What do you say? What do you say? Give me number 9. And then we're going to come back to this. The NRA is a terrorist organization. They receive no federal funds. They don't kill any people. Planned Parenthood kills 300,000 babies every year, receives $500 million in tax dollars annually. So Bernie wants to go in and kill in poor countries. He wants to kill around the world. He wants to renew a license to kill for women. Women have the right to kill. Our population growth. Whoa! Let's take a break. We got a lot to unpack when we come back.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, show everybody how they can get in touch with the show. There you go. And right after this show, you want to stay tuned because when I go off the air, we come back live. We come back with the Freedom Zone, Candace, with the Freedom Zone. That comes up, there you go, Josh, every Thursday. So she will be up right after this show here. Now, so population growth.
I lost track. Could you please?
Sorry. Population growth. Well, Sanders let us know that he will be glad to. They give up the truth. Okay, we know. Was it Margaret Sanger of Planned Parenthood, and we know that the goal of Planned Parenthood was to extinguish all black young children there, you know. So Bernie has it right according to their game plan. And population growth, yes, we need to give women back the right to kill as far as abortion. They need to have all. They should be able, according to the governor of Virginia, they should be able to kill after birth. Okay, population growth. Bernie didn't say that. This is not an accident, okay? This is not an accident. Number 9, okay? Now, Bernie Sanders did not, in the climate change crisis last night on CNN. This was no accident, the answer he gave, okay? Now, if you start looking up the group that talks about population growth and we have to weed out, you have 2 areas, okay? Seniors, Okay, you're getting ready to. I know this is where BKP is crazy and he's off the rails. Whatever. 65 and over, you're being pushed into a category of should you exist. See it firsthand. Okay? See it firsthand. Should you exist? Okay? Depending on your illness, depending on your value, they want to push you into a home. Why do they want to push you in a home? Because the government gets to attach your assets to pay. So you forfeit your assets, and if they can get you to live within the government home that they're going to build for you for a couple years, they could deplete your assets, make sure they don't go to your kids, your neighbors, your favorite charity, your favorite preacher, or leave them to your dog. Period. So you... Okay, you think I've lost my mind? Let me flip the script. Is that what do they still say that? Because you're going to get angry. But if you don't think every single thing is about draining your revenue and controlling you, you're the one that lost your mind. So 65 and older, when you reach they're working on it now, when you reach a point, everything they could do to push you into the government homes that they are building now, and I mean the home, and put you in to drain your revenue and take it so it can't accidentally go anywhere else, is happening. And when they feel they need to pull the plug, they're going to do it. You're going to exist as long as the government thinks you should at your golden years. They're going to take your gold, your years are over. Next, we see it. Bernie did not lie last night. He didn't. This is the way they see it. Now we have a governor of Virginia, Ralph Northam, who said, the video's out there, you have the baby, the mother gives birth, the baby's there, you're comforting the baby, and the doctor and the mother have a talk. We don't know if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or it's immediate. Hey, you want to keep this thing? Yes or no? I got to know something, because the way the government works, as soon as this kid hits the tray, that little light goes off, and we go 4 minutes, 59 seconds. And when that thing goes beep, I got to start chopping, sweetheart. Now, you didn't like that. I know you did. And I know you did not like that. Well, it was very graphic. Well, why did you start saying you have to dismember and chop? Because that's what they do. That's what they do when they do an abortion in the birth canal. The baby they cut the baby apart to get it out. They are definitely going to population control. If you watched any of that last night, these damn people are crazy as hell. They want to kill you, come after your guns. I'm telling you, you better wake your ass up this morning, okay? I don't know what it's going to take. But getting off this subject, because I have a lot I want to do on this, because the NRA is now a terrorist group, so we got to get to the guns thing. But it's all about money and control. Taking your money and controlling you. So Bernie told you last night, give a woman her full right to kill at any time. Don't get that wrong. License to kill. Oh my God, you got to get that license to kill. We're going to kill all around the world. There's poor countries that they would not be in the shape they're in if we can just go in and say, here, take your birth control pill, you know? And if it's not working, let's start killing these kids. We could give that job to China, because China does no problem with population control. Huh. Wonder where I've heard that before. So that is the answer to some of the climate crisis. Number one, the NRA is being considered a terrorist group in San Francisco. They can't pick up, they can't focus on, let's go here first. Okay, give me this first, and then we'll go back. Number 10, This is the San Francisco Council. Okay, there they are. Not a nice little group there. That's your San Francisco Council, and they're the ones that said that. And here's number 11. Okay, that is a list. Let's leave that on the screen just a minute. You may want to screenshot it or come back to it so you can maybe find their email addresses on your own. Find their phone. That's up to you, not me. Just going to let you know. And maybe you want to send them a quick note. There you go. But this group right here decide. I mean, I could see some of these people getting a damn, stepping in hot gum. Don't you hate that? I mean, it's been a long time since I was a sidewalk kind of guy and walked on the streets of a city. It's been a while in the hot sun. And then you step on a piece of gum because some dumbass goes like this and throws it on the sidewalk. What the hell's wrong with you? Anyhow, so you step in a piece of gum and you're like, oh my God. And now all day long you got this gum and then you go in and it steps, you don't know it, and you get it on somebody's carpet and they go all berserk and everything. You know how it works. I wonder if these people could put a program in place to pick up the needles, the infectious needles on the ground from their junkies, to do something about their homeless situation, and especially make sure when you're walking around the streets you don't step in any SH asterisk, right? No. They're too busy doing what? Number one, they actually voted and they say that the NRA is a terrorist organization, which does what? Which leads you and I, members of the NRA, as terrorists. It's coming. It is coming. They are going to do a test. That is out. That is actually out. I will get to that in a minute. They're going to do a test. You know what keeps Mitch McConnell up at nights? Number 8. And then we'll go back to this one next one, I tell you. Number 8. That keeps him up at nights. That Marine is ready to kick Mitch McConnell's ass, and he knows it. So, last night, here, let me go with the guns. Let's go with the guns. The NRA. Go back to the NRA one. All right. So here is the Morning Joe. Texas Republican make case for God and guns after mass shooting, number 22. I know I shouldn't do that on live TV. I understand. I get it. But it's here, and I'm thinking I'd like to get a drink. What the hell's wrong with you? So Texas Republicans, there you go. There's Joe and Minka. Here's the whole gang, number 23, God and guns. God and guns. Because you can now carry your gun right into church. I mean, you can go to the altar and pray. Get that thing out of the way. It keeps stabbing me in the side while I'm trying to confess my sins. All right? Just saying. Just saying. And I'm going to get to something really quick. Now, this is before. We'll get to this in a minute. Number 29. Let's stay with the gods and guns, but let's go here. Okay? We do know there's claims the president gave a false weather report, and he could be going to prison by the time the show is off. They've gone nuts over that. But let's go back to God and guns here real quick. Okay? And then we have a couple more, and then we're going to get to this. Hold on. Okay, here you go. Number 39. Man question in gun sale. Police believe man sold firearm to Odessa gunmen. Okay. And one more on this. I think I have one or two more on this, and we're going to get to it. I'm going to get over here. Stay put. I think I have one more. Okay, 52. Now that's Fox, Fixed News, Fox, they're in on it. 52. Man suspected of manufacturing, privately selling gun used in West Texas mass shooting. So if you down in the basement and you like to make guns and manufacture your own guns down there, and you just build 1 or 2 a year or whatever, you like to order the parts online, you may be not paying tax. What if you're ordering gun parts online, building, and you're not paying tax on that online gun sale? So there's another $12.89 that the government's not getting. So you get the parts, and you're down in the basement, and you got nothing to do, and you put the little headlight lamp on, and your super magnifying glass on, and you're building your little gun, and then you go out and you sell the 3 guns you made, and there's no tax on that. And then there's no tax or no licensing tax. So you don't have a license to sell guns or manufacture, because you have to do so many guns to be considered a manufacturer. So you're evading the, $60 or the $120 a year to renew your license as a manufacturer. I mean, this could mount up to, then you go to a trade show, a gun show, and you sell guns to people that you don't do the background check, and maybe you don't take taxes there. And then maybe you meet with a friend, and the friend says, here, take this gun, I want a couple $100, and you give them a couple $100, and there's no taxes there. So, the old 2 birds with 1 stone? Like, we could control you, the people, take your gun. It's going to be 2 or 3 things, but at the same time, control you, take the guns, qualify you, because you are going to go through a test. You are. They're going to check you out. They're going to search your media. They're going to put search words in your social media. The algorithms are all going to bounce all over the place. So you're going to qualify through that. Then you're going to pay, it's like, let's see. I'm going with this because it's true, okay? So if they do a test on you, well, it's just like your driver's license, and now you can get them for $50, but, you could have, every 2 years, you could gain a little weight, lose a little weight, your hair turn gray. They need to identify you, right? Your ears are starting to get some hair, whatever. Don't think I'm joking. They have to identify you, right? It might change. So how often do you have to have a psycho evaluation to see if you could continue to hold that permit? So if you're 21 and you're all excited, because 16, you're all excited you get your driver's license, or 17, 21, you're all excited you can have a beer, whatever, right? So you're all excited, you're going over and signing up for your gun permit, you go through the psycho testing, right? And once you get done, you get the little thing and you got it in your pocket, says, I'm psycho tested and I can have a firearm. How long is it good for? 4 years before we have to check, see if you went crazy? All right, so putting all that aside, now they're going to take your gun, they're going to control you, and yes, NRA is a terrorist group, and they will go through everything you have, and you'll do a test. And you'll do it 4 years, every 2 years or whatever, you got to go get renewed. Now, when you do that, why, sure, I'll pay $100 to go get somebody to say I'm not crazy. See, I got a card, I paid $100. I'm not crazy. So will there be now you switch to the money. Manufacturing. Can you do 5 a year without getting a manufacturer's license or permit or whatever? Internet sales. So I'm just telling you now, they are going to take your gun. There's gun legislation coming. Remember number 3. Remember Walmart. Number 3, CEO, Walmart. There are multiple bills before the House and Senate that address the issue of gun safety and are worth examining. Now, why would Walmart give up the tax structure that they have? Okay. Let me see. I thought I had. Let's see. Wait just a minute. I thought I had an article from the Hill this morning. 6 a.m. this morning. Corporations step into gun control void. All right, now, why is the corporation stepping into the gun control void? Why? Because they're worried that over here is 1,000 customers and over here is 100, and they're going to be run by the 100 instead of the 1,000? No. Why are they giving up the sales? Okay? Some of the nation's largest corporations are stepping into the gun control void, adopting new restrictions on sales in the absence of action by Congress. Okay, Walmart said Tuesday they'll stop. Kroger, another mega retailer, quickly followed suit, urging its customers to leave your guns at home. Let's see who else it might be in there. I want to make sure I got another name or two in here. See if there's anybody else in this article that we need to call out. Delta and United Airlines, as well as Hertz Rent-A-Car, said that same year they would no longer offer discounts to the NRA. Remember that one? Dick's Sporting Good. Let's see. On and on and on. Why? Let me tell you why we'll get off of this. Because A, government wants to take your guns, reclassify everybody, get you to have to pass a test to have a gun, and control you. So take your gun, control you. Second, all of the tax revenue the government's losing and not getting out of your pocket, registration fees, background fees, all the above. That's two. That's the finances of the thing. And three, corporate welfare. So the government will continue their corporate welfare for these guys. They will take the money out of your pocket, and they will control you and take your gun. Take a brief break. We'll be right back.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella-J next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella-J next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ella-J, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. Show the folks how they can get in touch with the show at any time. Now, let's go here. A lot of computer models, okay, come out on different dates. This has the media, they have totally lost their mind. In fact, let me ask you, let me do this. First of all, put up number 15. And this is our account username, info@fetchernews.com. 50 new contacts. We are, every time we pull a report, we're going 50 to 100 at a time. Unsubscribed contacts is 0. Okay, and we're up to 3,413. We launched a newsletter, okay? Now, we launched a newsletter, I'm going to say, a couple months back, and we just started gathering in people that signed up. This was people that wanted the newsletter, not people we put in the email basket there. So we're up to 3,413 that every week are opening this newsletter. 2, every time we get a report, I'm not going to say we've never had anybody unsubscribe, but it's like that, 0. And every time, if I went this afternoon, I'd have another new 50 contacts that have signed up. That's how fast this thing's growing. You need to get on our newsletter list. How you can do that, you go to FetcherNews.com, upper right-hand corner. It says sign up for breaking news. Now, moving right along here, let's go through, and we'll find one here in a minute. Number 29. And number 29, 18U.S.C2047, false weather reports. And I'm watching this morning, I'm saying, why am I doing this? I'm serious. I mean, you know, I could change my schedule. I would probably still get up in the morning. But I could change my schedule, not get up at 4 a.m. to see CNN, 5 a.m. for MSNBC. I could set the alarm for not watch Morning Joe. I could set the alarm for 6 o'clock, get up, shower, be down at the office at 7 maybe, start getting the show ready, and be ready to go at 8. I mean, I could really take the pressure off. I was thinking, it's mornings, I was thinking to myself, but you talk about weather, we are going to have to focus on this election and realize this is what these people are doing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are a hurricane. It's hurricane hashtag, deep state, corporate, corrupt media. That's the hurricane. It never stops whirling. This is what false weather report. Now, Donald Trump's holding up a legal document, a big board with the model of a map that looked like the Hurricane Doreen could have went straight across Florida, okay? Straight across Florida, and went into the Gulf. Possibly it could have just crossed right there. So the president said the other day, our friends, he just threw out there, everybody's going to be safe, man. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to play it safe in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, even Alabama. You guys are saying, oh my God, there's not going to Alabama. And he said that. So wherever knowingly issues or publishes any counterfeit weather forecast or warning of weather conditions falsely representing such forecast or warning to have been issued or published by the Weather Bureau, United States, signal service, or other branch of government service shall be fined under this title or imprisoned. Could you keep an update there, Josh? I want to know if they arrest a guy between now and the end of this show. Not more than 90 days or both. He could get a fine and be thrown in the hooskow and the clank and lock him up, throw away the key. Yeah, that's what's on TV. They've gone nuts. So, they bring in number 30. Trump uses doctored map to defend false hurricane claims. I really think we found the guy that's putting a mustache on Nancy Pelosi's picture and mailing it all over San Francisco. Trump uses doctored map. They brought in Bill Cairns. He is their meteorologist. And you see the map 96 hours before Alabama. Now, they took a lot of time to use to prove their case, that in case authorities want to arrest the president. So here's number 31. Trump uses doctored map to defend false hurricane claim. And Bill Cairns is in there, and they're going over it. Now, number 32. Well, you can see right here, as Bill Cairns says, it was August 28th when the model looked like it may go towards Alabama. And then, as you can see, number 33, as you can see, on September 1st, when he sent the tweet out and said Alabama will be safe, the forecast went north. And Alabama wasn't even in the way. Oh yeah, they took time this morning to prove their case. Now it's number 34. And this is the map that the president holds up. Hurricane Dorian forecast, track, and intensity. And this thing could go that way, Mr. President. Well, let's just draw this little circle here so we can show Alabama. I get my Sharpie out. Whoa, whoa. This is the... No! No, not the fact that the Chinese are working deals all across Asia, all across the EU, with telecommunications and Yahweh. No, nothing. The list goes on. So now we have number 35. This is actually proof that Trump keeps a Sharpie in his hand. He could have done this right there. This was November 4th, 2018 on HBO, but MSNBC wanted to prove he keeps a Sharpie right there with him. Okay? And let's see if I have anything else on that right now. Number 41, MSNBC. Again here. Reporter, that map that you showed us today looked like almost like it had a Sharpie. Trump uses doctored map to defend false claims. And then we have, now he brings these guys into it. There's McElhaney, a couple other the guys, number 45. Trump uses doctored map right there on his desk. Hold on a minute. Get to the next one. I got another one I want to show you. CNN. I don't want you to think that. That's why I'm wondering. Number 53. Trump uses hurricane map altered with marker. Right there. Altered with a Sharpie. I mean, I think he's a guy going around. I think he goes to the bath. Here's Trump in the bathroom. Men's bathroom at the Olive Garden. Nobody looking? I'm going to draw a mustache on that dude right there. That's how silly this is. Trump uses hurricane map altered with marker. Here it is again, number 54. He's bringing McElhaney. Now, what they will do, okay, McElhaney is the 54. He is Homeland Security Secretary. McElhaney there. They will have him on all the Sunday shows. They will. They will bring him, and they will say, here's a picture of you holding this map. Do you realize just the fact that you held the map up for the president that you... Now, what do you call that if you are a part of a crime? What's the word I'm looking for? Co-conspirator? No, that wouldn't be it. What would that be, Josh, if you were part of a crime? If you contribute... Accessory. That works. Yes. He's a part of this sham. He could go to prison. Look where his hand's at. Trump, they will have him on the morning. Do you realize when you held that up that the Sharpie had doctored the area where the president was claiming the hurricane at one time may have went? Do you? On the Sunday shows, you want my money? All right, here's number 55. We'll get away from this. Number 55. Trump uses hurricane map to alter with marker. I bet that's his Sharpie. And let's see if I have anything. That's all I have on that one right there. So the president put in a tweet several days ago, Alabama, you're safe. They had a serious conversation. Do you realize if the president says Alabama's in the track, then that just enacts a bunch of things that have to start happening? That's where we're at, folks. Now, I told you, and you say jokingly, you think I'm wrong, okay? I feel the most dangerous man in America today is number 17. I know you're going to say, well, wait a minute, what about this? What about this? What about this? Right there. Mayor Buttigieg discusses his Christian faith. You need to pay attention to that. I'm your host, BKP. Short break here, and we'll be right back, and let's talk about has he been washed in the blood of the Lamb, according to Joe Scarborough. Take us a break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, we got a lot to get to before the show ends today. You know, tell people how to get in touch with the show. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. A couple weeks ago, or days ago, I did a segment, okay, and I did a segment, and I called this guy, let's go with Mayor Buttigieg, number 17. So I called this guy and his wife, Tinkerbell, the most dangerous couple in America. Okay? Now, I don't take the show and use a platform to preach. I don't do that. Okay? I mean, religiously, on faith and whatever. All right? So, but Hollywood has prepared us, that's what they do. They get us prepared for different times in our life, different directions they've wanted us to go. The government gets us ready. We have prepared for years for gay marriage. We've prepared for years for gay couple to live next door, and I'm not getting into any of that. Don't care. Point being is we've been prepared all along for this. We started out 30 years ago in TV with hints of somebody was gay. With 30 years ago, watching an entire series and wondering why so-and-so never asked anybody out on a date. Whatever, okay. 2, we escalated up to openly gay on the show, okay. And a small part. 2, we named it Modern Family, but then we've gotten up to every single show has to have an interracial couple. Look, let's not go there. I'm just saying what Hollywood has done. They've decided what they want. Every single show, or even your advertising or a wedding, you don't see very few commercials that surround weddings. Do you see 2 white people getting married? And that's, before you call me a racist, I'm just saying the marketing. If you'll pay attention to marketing, okay? So, gay roles in shows, I have to. If you do a complete show and you don't have one gay role, it's like you're in trouble. And gay couples. So that being said, you have been prepared, okay? Now this guy and his wife, Peter Pan Buttigieg, he's gay. He's a gay mayor of South Bend, Indiana, and his wife, whatever the guy's name is, they're preparing you for a first gay couple. Them or not, they're preparing you for that. The Clintons will die. Now, I don't know that it'll be an untimely death, and I do not want to be, I will make sure I haven't, you'll know where I'm at. How will they ever investigate that? So anyhow, the Clintons will die. They're not, I don't think they're going to prison. They'll just, one day you'll get up and MSNBC will have a sad State of the Union, and they'll play 5 straight days of commie TV to celebrate the life of Bill and Hillary Clinton. The Obamas are who they are. They are who they are. They're the Obamas. What are you going to say? This guy is the most dangerous man in America today to me, him and his wife. Christian faith. Mayor Buttigieg discusses his Christian faith. Now, he is in your church. Oh, yeah. And Democrats they will get, and they're working hard. Why do you think this says, look at the byline, Mayor Buttigieg discusses his Christian faith? Joe Scarborough asked him this morning, and I could give you who started it. God, his faith, is Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior, okay? Now, that's what Joe Scarborough said, quote, is Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior? Now, that means different things to different people, Buttigieg said. He went all the way around it. You can basically believe what you want. How many ways can you go to heaven? Now, I have already looked for the audio or video on this, and I'm going to look for it again because I just know somebody has clipped this and put it out. I can't find it right now. But Joe Scarborough looked at this guy, and it's done intentionally. Because they want to prove that this guy here is in your church. He's not a bad guy. He believes. So Joe said, is Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior? And then Buttigieg went around, it means different things to different people, and then Joe Scarborough went, no, man, and I'm not quoting, but this is basically, no, I'm trying to get, do you believe, this is what Scarborough said, you can get the clip. Do you believe that Christ died on the cross and he went into the grave and on the third day he arose and forgave you of your sins and the blood of the Lamb? He went into that. They did everything they could to put this gay couple in your church this morning. Everything. Your children. And this breaks my heart. I watch so many of you, and you're going to say, not my kid. I get it, okay? It's not your intention, but your kid, okay? If your kid, okay, was dropped off at a public school, we're going to go at 5 years old kindergarten. We won't talk about pre-K, okay? But if your kid was dropped off at the door of one of the public institutions in your local neighborhood that under the guise of being a school for kindergarten at 5 years old, your kid is going to graduate and walk across that line. You're going to be up in the stands and you're going to be so proud and you're going to cheer and you're going to watch the tassel go from one side to the other, and they throw the hat up in the air, and you're going to be so excited, and when that kid comes to hug you, you need to know two things. You ready? He will be non-religious, period. I had him in church 5 nights. He's not going to tell you. 99% of the kids that started kindergarten this year that I look at, I think will be non-religious by the time they graduate high school. Have no interest in religion. In the 90s. Second, they will accept government control. Period. This is a dangerous man. Let me just go through a couple of the clips. If I can find it today, I will put it up. Okay, here is number 18. Mayor Buttigieg discusses his Christian faith. All right? Now, this is Joe. I caught Joe right here. I clipped this because Joe's preaching to him now. Okay, number 19. Claire McCaskill. God is very important to you. These people are evil, man. That's exactly what Claire McCaskill is saying. God is very important to you. Now, I will tell you this. I'm just going to say this is very dangerous. Now, race in America. Let's go to this. Mayor Buttigieg, there's two things, okay? They have to normalize. You got to understand this, okay? And people are going to freak out because I use the word normal, okay? I know they are. They have to continue to insert that Mayor Pete in a gay lifestyle is normal. They got to insert that on a daily basis, okay? And your children are going to come out of school, that you dropped them off at kindergarten, no religious interest whatsoever, controlled by the government, okay? And happy to be controlled by the government. And believe that government is their God. Kids are going to, if you dropped off your kindergartner this year, him or her is going to, or whatever the hell they're calling them, I'm going to go with him and her, they're going to graduate thinking God is government, government is God, government control is okay, and no other God before them. I'm telling you. And this person will help usher it in with his wife. And I say it jokingly because, see, I don't think this gay mayor of South Bend, Indiana, he's articulate, he is a smart guy. Him and the husband, if they stay together because they just got married, they're a cute little couple, right? And everybody loves a romance, right? They could be a romantic comedy. He is not going to be the nominee. You're not ready. Joe Biden's going to be the nominee. Is that number 3? What number is Joe? There, number 6. Joe will be That's my fault. Joe will be number 6. Joe will be the nominee. Joe is going to get the deep state back to where they need to be on the world stage faster than anybody. Joe knows where the bodies are buried. There's less training, okay? Buttigieg comes in, they have to go. It's a whole training. Kamala Harris, it's training. Elizabeth Warren may buck the system, okay? Sanders is crazy as hell. This is the path of least resistance, Joe Biden. There's no guy in his 70s that wants to run for president of the United States unless he's Donald Trump and he actually wants to get America to exit the global stage, do business globally, but not be controlled globally. This guy does not. He is the path of least resistance to get the deep state back to where they want it on the world stage, get China back in charge, all the above. So Joe will be the nominee, and let's go back. I don't care any Buttigieg that you can find here, number 17. Okay. This guy will not. All right. But he's making a name for himself. That's 1. 2, next time around, Trump's second term, maybe he is the Democrat, or even after that. This guy's young enough that he could be running in his 50s, and if he stays married to Tinkerbell, he could be running in his 50s, and 2 other presidents could pass by, and he could be at the right time ready to go. Very, very dangerous. The second, 2 things. They've got to make his Christian faith acceptable in the American church. Let's not fight, don't yell at me, but trust me, it's not going to be real hard to get him plugged right into today's American church. Church in Houston, that would take him right in a minute. There's a church in Cherry Lock, take him in right in a minute. It's a churches you'd never expect. Take the old boy right in a minute. They'd go vote for him in a heartbeat. So that's number one. Then, what they have to do is they have to, let's go with Buttigieg. Where's my other one here? I'll get it. The other thing is race, black vote, number 21. Mayor Buttigieg on the issue of race in the United States. Okay? That's the other issue that they were talking about this morning. So Buttigieg talked about number 14. Save that one, go to 14, and then when I go back to that one. Buttigieg, the Douglas Plan, a comprehensive investment in the empowerment of Black America. Really, how did that work out for you, Black America, already? Because, let's see, we have the Great Society, and that is, what's his name? Johnson. Lyndon Baines Johnson. Well, the Great Society, we passed them. Them black boys will vote for us for 200 years. I cleaned it up. You're going to call me a racist, and I cleaned it up. The black vote, go back to Buttigieg, the black vote plan. Blacks experience pain lasts longer in emergency rooms for blacks. So if there's an emergency room and there's whites, if a black person says, my pain is at a scale of 8, it lasts, they wait. I'm serious, you got to watch the video. They live closer, Black Americans live closer to polluted areas. And who put them there? Who said we will build you a house right next to the dump? I don't know. But they live closer to polluted areas. So he is introducing health equality zones. These people have lost it. So I looked up the Douglas Plan, okay? Mayor Pete, health, equality, and justice. True freedom also means the freedom to live the healthiest life possible in order to pursue your dreams, and the freedom from having your quality of life or lifespan determined by the color of your skin, gender, zip code, or job. Yet Black Americans are burdened with daunting social conditions that impact health and receive lower quality health care due to institutional racism. Hey, stop right there. Okay, so that's health, equality, and justice for Mayor Pete Buttigieg for race in America. Take a break, Josh. I can't take this guy no more. And obviously, Puerto Rico, Trump is stealing the money, damn it, from all the states in Puerto Rico, and he's going to put it on a border wall. And then on top of that, we have the whole thing in Bahamas. And what if Trump treats the Bahamas better than he did Puerto Rico? We got to cover that when we get back. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP, just looking around a little bit. Josh, tell everybody how they can contact the show. I cannot believe the time got away from us today the way it did. Let me see if there's... I was reading email. Let me see really quick. Okay, Biden's eye fills with blood. Nothing new there. U.S. 47th best place to live in the world. Anxiety grows over rising Warren. Those are some of the highlights of what I see on the internet. So now, let's go to let's see, Mayor Pete. We already talked about that. San Francisco, you could step in some SH asterisk asterisk, but you can't be a member of the NRA or you're going to be considered a terrorist and you're not even going to be able to fly out of the area. The End of White America. Damn, I just got an email called The End of White America. I don't know if I want this friggin' email. I guarantee you, I just got an email that said The End of White America. Okay, Josh? It says, our country is being invaded, and this time the enemy is already inside the gate. Please visit this site for details, right? I bet this is number 4. I guarantee you this is this. Go to, I don't want you to do it today, Josh. We'll do it different, but go to number 4. This is Atlanta Antifa. Fetcher News is a right-wing news site for North Georgia. They are all up in arms over an article we wrote, Josh, which has resulted in CBS, I think, doing a story, was up there yesterday interviewing people in the sheriff in Lumpkin County. The AJC has done a story, and every bit of it's off the back of our story there. If you go to Lumpkin County, Antifa threatens to disrupt American Patriot rally in Dahlonega. Now, somebody went and pulled a permit. The flyer is in there. It's called the American Patriot Rally. We did not call it that. And Antifa said that they were going to disrupt it. So we wrote a story. They've gone nuts and said, we're predicting the outcome. We're not predicting the outcome. Our news organization is not. We are just taking the quotes, taking the flyer, which you can see. Go to fetchernews.com, Lumpkin County. In fact, let me do that really quick. I got too many things to do here, and I'm not getting my work done. Let me go here. Lumpkin County. It's real easy to do. Okay. There it is. Antifa threatens it. All right. Now, if you go to fetchernews.com, go to Lumpkin County, click on Antifa threatens to disrupt the American Patriot rally in Dahlonega. We did not name it that. We're not calling anybody an American Patriot, but the flyer says it. There's a flyer that we have posted that says America Patriot Rally USA. Join us Saturday, September 14th at 1 p.m. to honor the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Location, Town Square, Dahlonega. Okay? And it tells everything they're going to be doing. Antifa came out and said on their website or their Facebook or Twitter, they put a statement out. And then on top of that, the sheriff put a statement out. Anyhow, so now I'm getting emails about white people. It's all a damn mess, the whole damn country. All right, let me get back to this, okay? So Trump is going to steal this much-needed money, according to the hashtag deep state corrupt corporate media. He's going to steal the... You want to know how hard it is to drain the swamp? Look at number 7. That's the EU. Now I want to show you that is the European Union. Now the United Kingdom, the good people, our good friends across the pond, whatever you know, across the lily pad there, they decided and they went to the ballot box and they voted and said, we don't want to be in the European Union anymore. That was before Donald Trump became president of the United States. Before. Are they in year 4 since they went and voted and said, I don't want to be in the European Union? You think how tough it is to drain the swamp? Look at how tough it is for the UK to say, hey man, we want out of the European Union. So pass that right on up and let's go to, so Trump is going to, and I'll get there, just leave that up. as a reminder, Trump is going to steal all the money, what they want you to believe. Let's go through these very quickly. We will have these. Where's it at? Where's it at? There you go. Let's go to number 24. We'll flash through these. Puerto Rico was devastated by Hurricane Maria. It's about to lose $400 million more to Trump's border wall. There's a headline. Number 25. The department said it was holding off on over $400 million in funding for 10 construction projects on the island, including a power substation and a National Guard readiness center. Now also here, number 26. The diversions also hit 23 states, with New York and New Mexico both represented by Democrats taking the brunt of the blow. There is the two gatekeepers of hell, number 27. We'll talk about it. Let me run through here. There they go. Puerto Rico set to lose $400 million after Pentagon diverts funds to pay for Trump's border wall. Let's go to the next one. They went back and they put the little in there crowd, number 28. Who's going to pay for the wall? The crowd, Mexico. Okay. So $400 million coming from Puerto Rico. We never talk about how corrupt Puerto Rico. Do we ever talk how friggin' corrupt this place is? And maybe we should clean up the corruption before we send them one single penny. So, see if we can get some, let's get some quick, see if we can get some, here's one, number 42. Now, the reason I take shots like this, screenshots, and I put them up is if you were to watch these programs in the morning, I can't call them news programs, and you would see the joy they have in reporting this kind of stuff, the joy they have in reporting a Sharpie maybe on a hurricane map. These people are unreal. Number 43. I think I already had this one, but let's put it up again. Now here's the one they are absolutely, and these are blips. Now, these are the same people on Monday will show you how many trillion, like 22, 23, I forget how many trillion we're in debt. These are the people that will discuss the over $1 trillion spending bill. And I do not like to say $80 million is a blip. I don't like to do that at all. But let's go to 46. Oh, this is going to be on campaign. I'm telling you, September marks campaign kickoff for politics. You will not believe what's about to come in your mail in the near future. There'll be a picture of Senator Thom Tillis in North Carolina, and it'll say Tillis. You know, it'll go all through the military bases because I think North Carolina has 3 in the areas there. Tillis stole your money, gave it to Trump. Take a picture of Tillis handing Trump the money, whatever, for the wall, you name it. GOP senators whose states will lose money to Trump wall. $80 million, Tillis, North Carolina. Martha McSally, $30 million. Mitch! Moscow Mitch, as Joe Scarborough will call him, $62 million in Kentucky. And you know that $62 million, while I'm there, Josh, don't forget that one. But number 8, let's show him what keeps Mitch up at night. This Marine scares the hell out of Mitch McConnell. Scares the hell out of him. Number 46. And $62 million. Cory Gardner, Republican of Colorado. Lindsey Graham, 11 million, and Senator of Texas John Cornyn 38 million. These people are going to lose money to Trump's border wall. Let me see if I got anything else on that, because I do not want to forget if anybody else has put up anything on the border wall. So this is something that they're trying to sell this morning, the border wall, and what you will find out through this program and others, not from MSNBC, is just like last week, okay? Remember 144 million pulled out of FEMA? All right, the media is begging Dorian. They're saying a prayer to Dorian, all jokes aside, hoping that it will come ashore and do some devastation. And they can find somebody, a mayor, just like in San Juan, Puerto Rico, a mayor of some town somewhere that says that they called FEMA and FEMA said, we don't have the funds available for your district, okay? I'm telling you right now, they are praying that that would come forward, because last Sunday on all the corrupt shows, propaganda shows, that they set the news cycle up, every show they were talking to McElhaney, and I forget the other guy's name, but do you have the funds? Trump diverted 144 million. Will you be able to handle this? Yes, we got the money. Here's what you're going to find out. You're going to find out that all of this money that they claim, 3.8 billion or whatever it is, that the Supreme Court, remember the Supreme Court said Donald Trump could do that, right? But the 3.8 billion or whatever it is, they divert to building a wall. What's going to be interesting is you're going to find out you did not need that in these other areas. You didn't need it, and things moved on. You're going to find that out. So that's one that's up there. Okay, now, God forbid we ever have a businessman, okay, run for president again. And they're trying everything in the world to make sure it never happens again. They will not shut up about Pence spending the night in Ireland at a Trump hotel. Number 51. They called in Danny Savalas. They always do. Well, let's go to Danny Savalas now. He is our MSNBC legal correspondent. Pence trip to Ireland reignites debate about whether Trump is profiting from the presidency. Folks, if you would just watch this, and I'm not begging you to watch this, but if you did, you would actually think that Trump is running the register at these places. How many tonight? 2? You want the sketch card? You want room service? Do you want the service? This is something we throw in? Yeah, another $89. All right, could you hand me $4,322? Can you? Oh, you want to use the phone? Add extra $150. Give it to me. I swear to God, I know sometimes you think I'm silly, but if you watch this, the impression you get is like Trump is there, and he's the cashier. There's no books on the place. Oh, yeah, by the way, slide it to me. So just put it under this little cup and slide it this way. I don't want anybody to see it. You would think there's no computer model there, no way of checking in, no way of knowing who's there, what time they check out, how much they spend, what credit card they put. There's no tracking whatsoever of this. And Trump's the guy taking the money. So they're going nuts over that. Let me go to another one. Okay, here is number 50. How Trump could escape claims that he profits as president. Number 49, when an opportunity came that they had a chance, reporters to ask the president, sir, Congressman Doug Collins, I need an interview with the president. I'm not going to ask these dumbass questions. Sorry, didn't mean that ugly in any way. Can you speak to your Mr. President, I only have this one shot. I mean, this is a make or break question for me. And what my viewers and my readers and my listeners really want to know, can you speak to your involvement in the vice president's plans to stay at the Trump property in Ireland? Can you speak to that? Yeah, here's what happened. I got a Sharpie out and I started drawing directions on a piece of paper for Mike. I said, hey, Mike, come here, sit down before you leave. If you will start right here, let's see, right there, right? That's my place. You see it? Okay. Now, if you'll go 20 miles west, that's where your grandma grew up. I almost bought the house, but I didn't. But that's where your grandma. Now, if you go another 500 feet this way, that's where your grandpa stayed drunk in a bar. Now, if you stay at my hotel, you could be at both of these in like 6.5 minutes. I could set that up for you, Mike. Listen, people, that is how ridiculous these, if you listen, these people have lost their damn mind, right? So, Josh, I want you to do me a favor. I want it before we close. Now, you're a younger guy, but you may remember when John Madden used to take the screen and draw X's and O's on the screen. Just find me a good-looking Madden drawing X's and O's and lines where he wants the receiver to go and crap like that. No, on a picture. Just Madden X's and O's on the screen on CBS when he was on there. And some pictures where the guy's coming this way and the blocker's this way or whatever. Throw it on the screen when you got it. Okay? So, Trump profiting. He's going to take $400 million. All right, so now one more thing on Puerto Rico. Not Puerto Rico, okay? I don't want to hear it. I want to bring this up before we leave because I've got a couple minutes here. I'm not going to get every picture, I guess. Give me... I can't talk about it today. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Let you hear, ho, ho, ho. Come on, Bahamas is in here somewhere. I had a picture, and I'm going to get it here in just a second. Bahamas. Here we go. Give me number 36, okay? Number 36, Bahamas aid could pit superpowers. Now, they're going to talk about how Trump will not talk. He's not sending negative tweets about the Bahamas. They're going to talk about how Trump is treating the Bahamas better than he did Puerto Rico. They're going to imply that Trump possibly has a deal in the Bahamas if so much federal U.S. aid goes there that they'll build a Trump Tower hotel and give him, a tax kickback or something, you know what I mean? They will go through all of the ridiculous stuff. The point is the United States of America is about to rebuild the Bahamas. Get ready. And we're about to make a deal in the Bahamas. Get ready. Because we have to do something to keep them out of the hemisphere. Now, if you take a time, as Rush would call them, the Chi-Coms, and you will look at how much they have helped Asia, Africa, okay? Asia and Africa, they have built communication, power grids. It's actually scary how far the Chi-Coms, as Rush calls them, went into Asia and Africa and EU, and we haven't paid attention. So the last damn thing we need is him, his man-made islands. Maybe if he helps out, oh yeah, Obama, remember those man-made islands in the South China Sea, right? So we don't need them coming over to the Bahamas, building power plants, building communication centers, rebuilding their schools. We are going to catch hell. That guy's going to catch hell that we're going to treat the Bahamas better than we did Puerto Rico. But strategically, we have to. I see it coming, and I see everything the media is going to level against that guy. But we have to. We cannot take a chance of the Chi-Coms taking over the Bahamas and then building them some man-made islands to park some of their ships when they're visiting for the weekend. All right? So, do you have a picture? There you go. We found it. Now, this is the hurricane model, and this is Trump's Sharpie. I swear to God, let's go here. And this is Matt. Okay, this guy's over here. Boom. He's going to go that way. Boom. This guy's going to cut over here. Boom. But you see number 32 coming into the picture? Boom. Every time, hold on. Don't lose that picture, Josh, because you're going to go back to it. But every friggin' time I see this right here, right? Let's just go with 53. All right, they're worried about the Sharpie. I just get in my head. At first thing when I see this, I think, Trump's explaining yesterday. See, here's the hurricane. Boom. It's going this way. Boom. It went up this way. Boom. But it could have went over here. Boom. And hit Alabama. Boom. I swear I don't know why I had a Madden vision to John Madden. Boom. It could have went over to Alabama. We love that. What the hell's wrong with you? So go back to Madden, right? So here's the track of the hurricane for the last 2 weeks. It's stalled. It's going a mile an hour. It's going 1.2 mile an hour. It's up to 1.8 mile an hour. It's going west at 1 mile an hour. It headed north at 1 mile an hour. It went northwest at 1 mile an hour. It's slowing down. It's going inland. It's going out. It's going to take out North Carolina. No, Georgia, right? So for 6 days, it took out the Bahamas, but Dorian was going to take out Florida. It was going to go straight across Florida. It was going to take out Florida. It was going to move to Georgia. Brian Kemp's down there. It's going to move to South Carolina because Highway 26, 4 lanes, boom, getting out of the coast, right? It's going to take out, what the hell? So they have been following 92 different computer models, and Trump, throws a Madden. Boom, look at 32. He's coming in there. Boom, right there. This guy's cutting across. You see the guy on the right side? He's going to pick him up here. What the hell? That might be all I have. Let me look at the pictures. You need to take North Carolina, number 2, District 9. Please look at that. The 2 Dans, Dan McCready, and I don't know the other guy, number 9. Please look at that right there, number 9. Why are all the Republicans retiring? Let's just say this. Dan Bishop and Dan McCready, number 2 there. Follow that race. I told you the other day, there's 2 things. McConnell's not going to do anything on the floor about gun control, legislation, whatever, until after next Tuesday. This is the election of the 9th. He does not want to get involved in this. He's not going to do it till next Tuesday. And then he's doing internal pollings right now, McConnell is, to see how badass number 8, this Marine, could possibly kick his ass in Kentucky. Don't laugh, folks. Don't laugh. This is a tough-ass Marine ready to kick Mitch McConnell's ass. Okay? I'm just saying, take it from me. It's time for the Freedom Zone with Candace. Tomorrow, wait a minute, Josh. We're not going to be here. We're going to be at Sycamore Crossing in Blue Ridge. That's right. We will be up at Sycamore Crossing in Blue Ridge tomorrow morning. I can't wait. I love Ask the Doc, the All-Star Political Panel, North Georgia Senior Living with Jesse Barton, and then the dog comes in and woof woof, and there we have it, the Pet of the Week from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. I've had a lot of fun here today. I'm going to try it again real soon. Give them the warning and then come back to me. Don't say we didn't warn you. We're out.